5. I'm in a different office today with our sauna. Okay, so today's day 5. How's everyone feeling on your juice? I'm back to the original juice today. I didn't do the super powerful green yesterday with those barley grass and chlorella. Regular green juice today. And I wanted to talk about some adaptogens that help with perimenopause. Yes, micronutrients in here, and the minerals and the fiber and the prebiotics are all going to help with perimenopause and just, all stages of life really. But we need to be really focused on getting the right nutrients in during this change of life, because things are changing, things are recalibrating, things are upgrading, if you want to say it in that way. But they're all changing in this phase, and I do add some herbs on. Everything's, of course, organic. That's why I love that I partnered with them, because I can't get white American ginseng here. It doesn't grow in Arizona. And some of these herbs in the Menopositive do, which I'll share with you. But so let's go back to the micronutrition real quick. So the micronutrition is hair, skin, nails. It's really the building blocks of a lot of cellular function. And I feel like the micronutrition really gives life, vitality, energy, light in the body, joy. So that's the micronutrition piece. Hi, Dr. Sarah. And so the two things that I am loving along with the program are this is an adaptogenic herb. These are roots, white American ginseng. This is the first one that I love. I'll talk about both of these. I'm going to actually take some now. This is so an adaptogen helps us adapt to the change. And I feel like the change of life is such a rite of passage, right? Like, it's kind of uncomfortable. We're moving into a whole new phase. We're moving into the crone phase. And we need to support our bodies. And there was a study I was reading about this morning in Germany. It was in 1988, and it was saying that the white American ginseng is so effective it's as effective, this study, as taking HRT in mitigating menopausal symptoms. So I was like, well, that's pretty cool. Let's turn to the herbs first, because those other things are Band-Aids and have side effects. So let's nourish the root, rejuvenate the root. With the root, right? Like heals like. Okay, so white American ginseng. Basically, this is an adaptogenic herb, and adaptogens help us adapt. If we're high, they help calm us. If we're low, they give us energy. They're brilliant. They bring balance to the whole body. So I love adaptogens. There's many adaptogens I love, but let me take a little bit. This one in particular, this is probably one of the Panax ginseng, one of the most widely used herbs, right? People have been using this for centuries during midlife because it helps with rejuvenation, with energy, with stress, with anxiety, with depression. Like, basically, the white American ginseng affects every system of the body. So many menopausal symptoms that I hear about: water retention, bloating, insomnia, fatigue. This helps with that. This is an adaptogenic herb. All right, so tastes really good because they do use glycerin. This is not alcohol based. A lot of people don't want alcoholic tinctures. So just so you know that. Also, the white American ginseng in a lot of my herb books is known as the fountain of youth and the cure-all. This is what the Native Americans called it. And there is science to back it. So definitely energizing, rejuvenating, and calming and balancing. So really good herb. Okay, Menopositive. This has 5 herbs in it that I use and love all the time, and they work so synergistically together. This is another tincture. You always want to shake your tinctures. You always want to shake your bottles here. Things settle. I like to squeeze it. 1, 2, 3. People don't know to squeeze it. That actually fills it up. You can't just do one squeeze. Take that. I would take this one twice a day for sure. 10 to 15 drops twice a day. I'm going to talk about this one next. Okay. Menopositive. So the first one in here is Vitex, chase tree berry, and they grow right here in Arizona. They're a beautiful tree. If you haven't seen it locally, let me know. I will show you. They get these really pretty flowers in the spring, and then really late in the fall, because I check them and check them and check them, keep checking. the chase tree berries, there's these little black berries, and they're finally ready at the very end of fall, like pretty late here. And if you eat them, they are so spicy and peppery and like it's crazy strong medicine. The very first ingredient. Chase tree berry Vitex, I would say, is most popularly known for progesterone production, enhancing progesterone. That's what, even, you can take this at any age. I mean, Vitex is really, really good for midlife, but people take it for menses cramps, for acne, for irregular periods, all throughout. It's a very slow acting tonic herb, so you want to take Vitex for a few months. You want to take this consistently for a few months. That's the first herb. It really helps in perimenopause too, with hot flashes and things like irritability, things like that. Irregular cycles is kind of a main one. It really enhances the hormones in the body. Progesterone being one. Okay, the second one, I am almost 48 and I don't have glasses, but sometimes I think I need them. Black cohosh root, another root, ginseng root, black cohosh root. There's dong quai, that's a root. Okay, so I love roots. I just feel like the roots are so grounding. And that's, if you think about that, the root energy. And the black cohosh root is very calming and grounding, really good for hot flashes. I took some notes to just make sure I remember it. Very minimal notes. Oh, it was the black cohosh root that is the 1988 study that is just as effective as HRT. Sorry, I got that wrong, that study. Okay, good thing I checked my notes. But really, the black cohosh, I always think of it as hot flashes and very calming, but it is really good for headaches, joint pain, water retention, and fatigue. Black cohosh root. These herbs in here are all really good for the perimenopausal symptoms. We've got the dong quai. I always think of dong quai as very warming and moving and yin, and the ginseng is more yang, and they really balance each other out. These two roots dance together. Ginseng's in here as well. And what was the other? Oh yeah, red clover. So these are phytoestrogen herbs. They're plant herbs. They're plant hormones. Your hormones are getting a boost from plants. They mimic estrogen in the body. Red clover is really good for that. Really high in minerals, really high anti-inflammatory. Red clover tea, you think of tea, it's in tea blends and things. It's in here as well. Oh yeah, that's right. So not only are all these herbs really good for these symptoms, but they have an array of the micronutrients as well. So you're kind of getting a double whammy of micronutrition, which is really important. Glycosides, polyphenols, what else is, all of the things, all of the constituent names in these herbs. So these 5 herbs in here, this is called Menopositive. And they will help mitigate all of those symptoms that people are feeling right now. Stress, can't sleep, anxiety, depression. What's another couple other? Bloating, water retention, weight gain around the middle. Mental clarity, that's a big one. This one, really good for mental clarity. Actually really good for digestion as well, because this affects thyroid. This affects all the symptoms, the ginseng. So I love these two paired together with the program. I don't have any of the symptoms, although I get it. It's kind of 45 to 55, and as closer that I get to the menopause and out of the perimenopause, the symptoms could come on a little more, 49, 50, 51, and then we really have the pause, it stops. But I'm doing all of these things now to stay off any exogenous hormones, because those deplete a lot of minerals in the body and they turn off our own hormone tap, and it could be a band-aid when we could just nourish the root. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something else really important. I'm pretty sure it's, it is. It's the American ginseng that is actually so nourishing for the nervous system as well, right? This perimenopause time of life is when we have a lot on our shoulders right now, possibly young children or children in high school, thinking about retirement and businesses and really setting ourselves up for success later on in life, and cooking and cleaning and being an entrepreneur and shopping and being a good wife and mom and all of these things. I feel like this time in life is always the most stressful. There's deaths happening now as we're aging. The most stressful time can be right now. And this is where this comes in. This is where adaptogens come in. This nourishes the HPA axis and the whole nervous system and the thyroid and the adrenals. And if you think about that, the adrenals are really taking over, helping produce extra estrogen right now. And we need to nourish these things and support them. Don't go through this alone. Have the herbal allies by your hand. All right, how many minutes have I been? I am talking a lot. Have a great day. Have a great day 5. Jump into our cleanse. Oh, anytime. If you want to order these, I have a $50 off coupon on your first order. Everything's organic and high quality, and that's why I put these into my body. All right, cheers.